Yes.
Alright, 5 people.
Alright. There are so many different cultures and cultural meals worldwide. Everyone makes them different. A dish called borscht is a common soup in Ukrainian and Russian homes around the world. However, the ingredients are differentiated by the home by using different meats and vegetables. So what makes this dish so special? The first time I made borscht, I felt how important it was to enjoy and explore my culture, as well as passing it on. Growing up in America, many experience different cultures daily, but this could cause one to disconnect from their own. Many people have different cultural artifacts that give them their own personal connection to their culture, whether that is clothing, food, or an object. There is always something that you can look at to remind you of who you are. Personally, I always seek this comfort with food. Being an American with Ukrainian roots, most people would never guess I carry any other culture. This occasionally makes me feel disconnected from my Ukrainian family, peers, or even schools. However, being able to make or eat borscht has always given me a connection to my culture and reminded me of who I am. I will first go over how this dish is made and its origins, then how it relates to me, before talking about how it relates to me as Ukraine. While you were growing up, did you ever have a dish you considered a cultural staple? For me, that was borscht. Borscht is a traditional and popular Ukrainian dish and is known for its vibrant red color. Borscht is made with beets, cabbage, potatoes, carrots, garlic, dill, onions, beef broth, and any choice of meat. I prefer mine with oxtail. Of course, you have to remember the seasonings: salt, pepper, bay leaves, white vinegar, sugar, and tomato paste. Occasionally, people will top their bowl off with some sour cream. To make this dish, you first have to prep and cook the vegetables and add in potatoes, tomato paste, broth, seasonings, and beef. Most identify borscht as a Russian dish. Well, it can be. There are different kinds of borscht and different ways to eat it. One can eat borscht hot or cold, or even try making a white borscht for a different taste. However, I am specifically talking about the red borscht from my Ukrainian culture. Throughout history, borscht has never been seen as a luxurious or special dish. Instead, it has always been a lower class meal, and now is a staple in many Ukrainian homes despite income. Have you ever traveled to another place, whether you were born there, have family there, or cultural roots connecting you there, and felt a strong feeling of familiarity? That's how I feel when I eat borscht. No matter where I am, borscht brings me right back to that familiarity and culture. Borscht has not just fed me throughout my life, it has also brought me closer to my culture and helped me gain a sense of belonging within my Ukrainian community. Throughout my childhood, I grew up eating homemade borscht from one of my family. When I was younger, it was a very casual food that I didn't think much of. However, as I grew, I began to understand the significance in eating my cultured foods. This caused me to hold my family gatherings with higher significance. I began to look forward to family gatherings and having a bowl of borscht. But as I got older, I realized I was just excited to see and be with the family and experience my culture with them. To me, borscht represents more than a cultural food, but instead of family. Being able to be with people that share the same culture has always been important to me because of how rare it has been. My father is an American and my mother is Ukrainian. This created an English-speaking household and ultimately causing me to embrace my American side more. While there's no issues with this, I personally still identified as Ukrainian American. Sounding and looking more American has caused me to feel not included in Ukrainian communities and stores. That was until I learned more about borscht and began using it as a conversation topic for other Ukrainians in my community. This helped me relate to the Ukrainians in my community without me appreciating the significance of borscht in my life. I would have never reunited myself with my Ukrainian culture. Despite all my obstacles, I will always carry my culture with me and express my love for it through food, especially borscht. As you can see, borscht has a rich history and can be made in different ways. We've also covered how this one dish has affected me and my values. If after hearing my story you feel like trying borscht, that is a great idea. On the other hand, I hope I inspired you to dive deeper into your culture and try some cultural foods you grow. Thank you. Oh, you got it? Mm-hmm. Perfect. Thank you. Does anybody want to